Challenge de l'émotion est toujours en toile de fond, cette ambition de pouvoir promouvoir et développer des projets permettant de sauver des vies ou plus généralement permettant d'encourager la jeunesse. Pendant les 2 jours que la princesse Charlène vient de passer en Afrique du Sud, elle a non seulement reçu un accueil chaleureux, mais elle a pu aussi constater combien l'action de sa fondation est capitale dans un pays où l'apprentissage de la natation n'est pas systématique dans les écoles. Et elle a également été la première supportrice de ses 2 frères engagés dans un waterbike challenge très disputé sur le lac de Sun City. Elle s'est confiée à nous. Good evening, Your Highness.
Good evening.
You are back in South Africa for an event that you know well, the waterbike challenge. This is a little bit different from the Mediterranean Sea. Can you present us this place and the difficulties of the race today?
So we thought about bringing the water bike challenge to South Africa some years ago. We didn't know where it could possibly be. We thought perhaps Cape Town, perhaps Durban, and finally they came to the conclusion that it would be good to bring it to Sun City as it has a big lake and a hotel, so it would be accessible for everyone to stay, and logistically wise would be simple. Yes, it would be the first time that the water bike challenge has taken part on a lake as opposed to the sea. So I don't know what the difficulties would have been because I didn't do it myself, but I heard from the athletes that it was quite challenging. They felt a lot of burning sensations in their chest, but I think that's due to the altitude. Maybe it was simpler being on the lake as opposed to being on the sea with all the currents and the waves. So there were just different feedback from the athletes and competitors.
Your team, Your Highness, Serenity was there. There was a race in the race between your 2 brothers that are close to you and that are working hard also for your foundation.
Yeah, it's always great to see my brothers competing against one another. It's just, with ex-athletes and celebrities, they're very competitive. So it was fun to see. It was a good race today. I think they thoroughly enjoyed it.
Here in South Africa, you gave your support to an association who help the conservation and the preservation of the rhino. In Monaco, you're involved in the new project of S.A.S. The animal cause affects you a lot.
Yes, so in 2007, I became the patron of the Born Free Foundation. I've been always passionate about animals ever since I was a child, and there was a need for support, and I wanted to get a little bit more involved. But with the rhinos, we are supporting the anti-poaching unit, and we're finding solutions how to conserve and preserve rhinos and other species that are on the verge of extinction here. So we'll see.
We'll see the next step. It
Yes.
will be next year for the SPI in Monaco.
Yes, we're very excited about that. I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I think a lot of animals will benefit from it, and the community as well. And I felt what was quite interesting is that they're looking at the project now of looking at taking care of animals of the elderly during the day, and obviously they could collect their animals in the evening. I think this could help the community a lot. So.
Your children, Jack and Gabriela, went back to school this week. You've got also a very busy agenda since the last months. How you deal with, how you combine your busy agenda with your role of mom?
Sure. Well, it was great to see Jacques and Gabriela go back to school. We had a wonderful holiday together. They were very excited to go back to school. Also a little bit nervous because this was the first time that they were not going to be in the same class, that they're separated now. So Gabriela was a bit, I'm going to say, she was a little bit apprehensive for the day. But as soon as they went to school and came back, they were super happy. With the events and my obligations and everything, it seems to work out. I try to do the best I can to coordinate as much as possible.
I've got a last question. I know that you are fond of rugby. What is your pronostic for the World Championship of Rugby?
Well, I think it's very unpredictable at the moment. I think it's going to be a very interesting World Cup as the last, because you just never know. All the teams look very strong, and yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Your
Thank you
Highness.
very much. I appreciate it.
Une princesse diplomate, mais qui va suivre avec attention la suite de cette Coupe du Monde. Après avoir été une sportive de très haut niveau, elle est maintenant une spectatrice assidue de compétitions portant sur des sports qu'elle apprécie. Et d'autant plus lorsqu'il s'agit d'une course caritative au profit de la Fondation Princesse Charlène Afrique du Sud. C'est elle qui a donné le coup d'envoi de l'épreuve qui s'exportait pour la première fois dans ce pays. 12 équipes étaient au départ avec 5 concurrents chacune.
Il a fallu prendre connaissance un peu du site, de ses particularités. Aujourd'hui, on n'est pas trop embêté, mais la particularité, c'est les algues qui se prennent dans l'hélice du waterbike. Donc il faut régulièrement, on a dû adapter le parcours pour pas faire passer les waterbikes dans des endroits où il y avait des algues. Et puis bon, il fait très chaud, le vent se lève un peu, donc c'est vraiment les particularités d'ici.
Et l'équipe de la princesse Charlène, la team Serenity, avait également fait le déplacement depuis Monaco.
The first thing is the crocodiles. We have to dodge all of the crocodiles and no, but seriously, the reeds. The reeds can be a problem, but otherwise it's very similar. It's very similar. It's really nice to do it here in South Africa. It's a really nice ambience. The lake is really special.
I think it's a great cause. It's so amazing. What Charlene is doing for all these kids is unbelievable. And just to be part of it, where I can help with whatever I can do, is just amazing. It's an amazing day. It is very tough. It looks so easy, but it's tough.
Des célébrités sud-africaines avaient donc elles aussi été mises à contribution. L'objectif était de collecter des fonds pour la Fondation Princesse Charlène Afrique du Sud.
With the South African Foundation specifically, we have 3 different pillars. We have Educate Together, which is the water safety, anti-drowning, CPR lessons. We also have Tracing Zero, which is the animal protection, the wildlife conservation. And then, as you mentioned, the Feed Together, which is our feeding project in collaboration with the Louis Oosthuizen Foundation, with the aim to feed children all over South Africa.
Et la course aura duré 1h40, les participants enchaînant des relais pour boucler 20 tours représentant une quinzaine de kilomètres. Et c'est une équipe composée de cyclistes amateurs, mais bien entraînés, les Bumblebees, qui l'ont emporté. La course dans la course opposant les 2 frères de la princesse Charlène aura tourné à l'avantage du plus jeune, Sean, qui se classe 3e avec son équipe, juste devant Serenity, emmené par Gareth Wistsock.